Oh, so
Hello.
bright. So bright. So
I had
bright.
a pen and I think Eric threw it.
You didn't deserve one.
Let me the blue pen, please, Calvin.
No,
Nope,
it's mine.
that's mine.
Hi
Oh,
guys,
is it yours?
What's up, everybody?
Hello.
welcome to the Blind Wave
Hello.
Podcast.
Hi.
We have Calvin Grubb,
No, we don't. He's gone.
who is being a dickhead to all of our audio-only listeners.
Why?
You
There we go.
waved. You didn't say anything.
Aaron Elliott
Hello.
I said hi when you were doing.
No.
we
Jane
have.
Farley.
How you doing?
and Eric.
Hey,
Yeah,
what's up,
Whiteley.
everybody?
Wrestlers are cool.
Well,
Yes,
This is mine
we
now.
just got back from having to evacuate the studio.
They still don't know what it is.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Yep, due
Yep.
to yellow fire.
Yellow smoke.
yellow smoke.
I didn't actually see the
There
fire.
was no fire.
Eric saw the fire.
There was no fire.
There was no fire.
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
There was no fire.
No.
That's why I named the podcast, Eric.
I
Call me a liar?
There was
Yeah.
no fire. I was trying to make some ramen noodles. I put
Eric-
my noodles in the.
Wait, Eric, how long have you made ramen noodles in your life?
I don't know, bunch.
Like, when did you start making ramen noodles?
I don't know, Aaron. Since 6 months old.
6 months
I'm
old?
not sure. Anyway, I went to do ramen noodles today, and I put them in the bowl, and we were talking about something I just wasn't thinking. I just put them in the microwave, hit 3 minutes, and left. And then I turned back around.
About
and I
3
just-
minutes later?
About 3 minutes later, I turned the corner to the kitchen, and I just saw, like, yellow-green smoke coming out of the microwave, and I just kind of like turned and was like,
There was so much smoke for such a little amount of food.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, guys, I think I made a mistake.
I hear. I was writing on the whiteboard, doing stuff, and I hear, I think I made a mistake. Like, huh? Guys, I think I made a mistake. And I turn
I wasn't
around.
going to acknowledge that I heard Aaron or someone go, "Oh shit!"
I turn around and the kitchen is just filled with smoke.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. And I'm like, what
Terrible.
the hell? And I go over and it's just coming out of the microwave.
We opened the microwave, and it's like coming straight out and everything.
Why was
you
it-
can't even see what it is. And
What
then,
happened, Eric?
Then, I mean, I just said I had microwave noodles without any water.
Without water.
I already said without water.
Yeah, he did.
Without water.
Yeah, I didn't put any water in.
What-
Yeah.
When you make ramen noodles, what do you use? I usually put in noodles and water.
Yeah.
Like 2 things.
And the flavor
Yeah.
packet.
I'd like
that's-
to point
I
out.
had,
That's
I had the
after.
flavor
That's
pack
after you heat it
after.
up.
Yeah.
There's 2 things. Water, noodles. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't think I didn't need water.
I guess it's an honest. It's kind of an honest mistake, honestly.
It's just one of those
yeah.
things where I was kind of like on autopilot.
But it is one of those things. If I did,
Thinking
Eric
about
would
this
say,
stuff.
don't you feel foolish right now?"
I would say that. I felt foolish then.
But I haven't said anything yet.
I don't require you to, but you feel free.
I've said stuff.
Steph
I know you do. You went out of the way.
Steph in chat is
You don't
correct.
discriminate.
Eric was trying to make wildfire.
Yeah, I was trying.
So we had
very
to-
nearly
That's
succeeded.
one way to not make my.
So we
wildfire.
opened. We took the little bowl.
Yeah,
of-
which
of
was
burnt
melted.
noodles.
It was melting and smoldering.
Well, yeah, because that was the ramen noodle like bowl
Oh,
that
yeah.
someone sent us.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was the plastic
it was a,
bowl.
It was a gift a fan sent, and
Yeah.
I destroyed it.
Yeah. So we took it and put it on the roof.
Yeah,
So it would
'cause
smoke somewhere outside.
It smelled
Yeah.
so bad.
And then it was terrible in here, so we opened up windows
The
in
smell
here
was
and in the
insane.
streaming room
It
back
was
in the back.
so
It
bad.
still stinks.
and
stinks
then we
pretty bad.
Yeah.
evacuated the building.
Yeah, we just
and
left.
went and had lunch elsewhere.
We went
Yeah.
and ate. We went out to eat.
The smell
Yeah.
was as surprisingly bad as Eric is surprisingly fast in those lightsaber videos.
Yeah,
It was
Yeah.
like a
Pretty
dirty
comparable.
smell,
Yeah, it
like
was.
chemicals.
Yeah.
It was like the worst
Yeah.
trash you've
because
ever
it was
burned.
melted plastic into this dry, non-food that we make. You know,
Yeah. The
like you
ramen
dig
noodles.
up fucking noodles out of the ground. You know?
And this guy was working in a restaurant.
Oh yeah,
Someone said.
yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
Eric and I have burnt and dropped many of things.
Oh, yeah,
It,
pizza being burnt and
happens.
stuff.
I mean,
Yeah, it happens.
the amount of times I've made ramen
Eric-
noodles in my
Eric-
life, I'm gonna fuck it up
We
once.
drop weights. Eric
Eric
will say,
started
"We'll
the
put it back
fire."
in."
No, I
Because
don't.
they gotta go through it twice.
I don't do that.
They get sterilized the second time.
One time as a young teenager, my dad put the popcorn in the microwave for like 10 minutes. He's like, when it stops popping, stop it. But you never know when the next pop's coming. Like sometimes it's several seconds, sometimes it's minutes between pops.
Yeah.
Just wait the 10 minutes.
If I don't hear one in
Well,
10
Rick,
seconds,
It caught on
I
fire.
remember Rick
Yeah.
telling about this, and he's like, I'd get up, walk over to the microwave. By the time I got there, I heard a pop. So I went back and sat down.
Oh my gosh.
I couldn't believe how much smoke was coming from that thing.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
Like
it
was,
reminded
the
me.
noodles were
Immediately
blackened. Yeah.
filled.
It reminded me of the time that we were up at my grandma's
Oh
for
my
the
gosh.
Star Wars audition things. It was
Yeah.
me and Shane, and Shane got into one of his ravenous states late at night. You know what I'm talking about, right, Eric?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Like he'll just
Like,
eat any,
I gotta eat
I gotta eat something. Give me
Well,
3 hot dogs.
you gotta tell
and
the
a
story a
pack
little bit,
of-
Calvin.
And a pack of Oreos, you know?
You gotta tell a story a little bit, Calvin.
So we went
The
and
other day.
we were looking for. He was looking for food, and found like the Tostinos pizzas, the frozen ones. They're made to be made in the oven. Is how they're told to be made. But I've microwaved them. They're just soggier.
Yeah,
they're not as crisp. So he's like, okay. So he put it in the microwave. Then he came back in the bedroom where I was and was talking with me. And he's like, oh, I bet my pizza's done. And he left. And then he comes back and he's like, I need you now. And I was like, what? He's like, just come here. I'm like, fuck, damn it, Shane, what'd you do? And I go out there, and there's just this, what looked like it should have been a piece of pizza, but it wasn't. It was just a hard, flat, really big hockey puck.
It rolled up like this.
Yeah.
It was like
a taco.
It was terrible. It was so hard.
Like a black taco.
And it was just filled with smoke. And Shane's out there, and he's like ripped off his shirt. He like opened up the window. He had been waving the smoke out the window of the kitchen. Dude,
It had to have smelled so bad, right?
yeah, well, we're
Like-
like, we got to get this out of here before it just stinks up the entire house. So we unplugged it and took it outside and opened up the microwave outside in the rain, like hiding in the porch area, like just enough of a cover.
Yeah.
And we're just waiting there. Shane takes a pizza, throws it in the back of my truck.
Yeah.
We're just,
And I throw
and
it.
we're just waiting outside for like 20 minutes or something like that while this microwave airs out. And we're just like, fuck.
It's like raining. I'm sitting there just like, and then we didn't get a part in Star Wars.
No.
Has
Which
anyone
really
ever
surprised me.
started a fire in an oven by leaving the cardboard on the pizza?
No, you're supposed to do that, aren't you?
No.
I've done that so many
No,
times.
I left the cardboard on there, yeah, because like, I don't have a clean dish. I leave the cardboard on there.
I've done that many times.
When I started at Doughboys over in Beverly, we had this giant iron oven, right?
Yeah.
Which it's sealed shut. It's shut, and there was 4 stacks in it, and we always used the third up stack. And occasionally, when you got really busy, you turn the 4th one on, so you could have 2 levels you could put in. You could fit like 10 pizzas in each level. Anyway, I was working the oven, so it's just putting it in, making sure it's all rotating, getting it out. I was done, but you're constantly opening, closing, all this kind of stuff, And at one point, I had to go help with something else, so somebody else took over the oven, and then I came back, and then we were done with the night. This was like 6 hours after our rush. Someone opened the top one that had been it was still on, but we hadn't used it for a while. They opened it, and the smoke was so thick. It was like a solid block, like a glacier, came out, and someone let the pizza in there. I'd been in there for hours, and this is a industrial huge oven, but it's like shut. It's sealed shut.
Yeah.
You couldn't even smell it like happening or anything. It wasn't like trickling out or anything. And when it came out, it was like a cake of ash.
Sure.
Like you took it out, you put it on there. It was burnt so bad you couldn't even smell it anymore. And you touched it, and it was like. It was like
it's like from a movie.
Like a cartoon.
Yeah.
It's like from a movie,
Yeah.
a cartoon or something.
I've
That's
also
crazy.
definitely put aluminum foil in microwaves before. Started lightning storms.
Storm. Like outside starts storming because you.
Yeah. Yeah, the gods were angry that day. Shit.
Whoa, big fella.
And have you guys ever done like the little things of soup or ravioli that you peel off the top
And you put a
it's got
plastic
holes in
thing
it?
on the top of it.
Yeah.
But you already peeled off a metal thing, and there's a metal ring on it.
Yeah.
So you put them in the microwave with the plastic lid, and they jump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what happens to me every time. It either jumps or explodes.
It makes no sense. I'm like, there's metal on this. Why is this a microwavable thing?
Yeah. I thought it was just me that somehow read the directions wrong because it would always explode. I'm like, 2 minutes. It says 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Everywhere.
My ravenousness the other day,
I
I
had forgotten about
had a
it.
smoothie in the morning, and I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna fucking not eat the rest of the day. Just do 1 meal a day fasting. I was downstairs, and the fucking Joy brings some Taco Bell. Like, I didn't get enough for you, don't worry, because I know you're trying to, lose weight and just not fucking, eat junk food. I said, yeah. And then half hour goes by, and get ravenous house. So I go up here, and what happened, Calvin?
You were just digging through the cupboards at
I was trying to find a pot.
at 1 a.m. wasn't it?
Yeah,
At
1:30.
1:30, almost maybe 2 o'clock even. And you're just in the cupboards banging around, and you're like, Calvin, I'm hungry. I'm looking for a pot.
Yeah, I made a ton of spaghetti.
I made a ton of spaghetti. Now I just need this.
I basically dumped the whole thing in there and pretty much ate all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was so fucking hungry. Afterwards, I was like, oh, fuck, this is terrible.
This is,
Yeah, because it's all carbs,
Yeah,
right?
Wouldn't it be better to eat a small amount throughout the day?
It depends. Well, yeah, it depends.
No, but
Yeah.
that's what happens with Shane. Shane is and it happens with everybody, really. But
It
you're so
specifically
good.
happens to Shane.
Yeah.
You're so good until the very end of the day, and then it's like an hour before you go to bed. And you're like,
And then you just turn into like a Wookiee
I'll
or
fucking
something.
get something small, and by the time you wake up, it's hours later, all your clothes are gone. You're covered in ketchup.
I mean, at some point your body goes into like
And
He's
you're-
like a were
there's, like,
rabbit. or
police
something.
everywhere. You're outside a parking lot of Burger King.
at some point your body goes into panic mode. It's like I'm starving.
Well,
I'm like,
and that's pretty much what happens, honestly. It's a chemical thing that, like, when you're not hungry, you think, well, it's going to be easy to deal with. I've gone on several fasts that are pretty successful. I went on, like, a 20-day, well, it was like a 15-day fast. Lost a lot of weight, kept it off for years. Just because what happens when you fast, your body goes through all these cleansing processes. It resets a lot of what's it called? Well, it basically resets a lot of things inside itself, including taste. Like, I stopped craving, like, shitty food, you
I don't know if I
for,
could
like,
fast.
for like a year. Well, the first 2 days,
think I could.
if I can get past 2 days, like, what happens is
I'm hungry now.
Like,
Which
your
is eight.
body's like, all right, well,
You're hungry now.
No.
Where's 8?
well, like, your body tells itself, like, the stomach says, all right, well, the pain of the hunger pangs isn't going to change anything. So your body shuts off that function. But then what happens, like, your body goes into this mode where it's actually searching for food. Like, your senses are higher, like, your thinking is clear, because your body, like, you can actually see better and smell better. So
Sure.
your body
like Wolverine.
Take off my glasses?
Your body wants to find food, yeah. So, like,
Be awesome.
it zips, it, like, you basically have superpowers. Like, I've thought of some, like, great ideas, like, when I've been fasting.
Yeah.
And then, like, later on, I think, how the fuck did I think of this? You know what I mean?
Bojangles, along with his 100 bits, says, I once passed out drunk with a pizza in the oven for 7 hours, came out like a manhole cover. Luckily, I didn't burn the house down. It's like Teenage Mutant Turtles 3 when he invented the Frisbee.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
there was a time
Like Back to the
whenever
Future.
Melanie was cooking, and she had been cutting on a cutting board. We had like this plastic cutting board, and she turned on the stove or the oven or whatever it was. No, we'd been in the stove, and while it was heating up, like she had a pot on, was gonna boil water, whatever it was. She realized that she didn't turn on the one in the back. She turned on the one in the front where her cutting board was on. Just started melting this cutting board.
Jeez.
Warped it so much. It was terrible.
That sucks.
It was awful.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? What'd you do?
Yeah.
I've seen pictures online of like people, you know, the induction coil stovetops. They leave one of the plastic ones on top there,
It just
and
melts.
it like melted through it, and then they'll write in Sharpie marker, "I'm sorry, honey," like on it and send a picture, stuff like that.
Remember my cat turned on my stove?
Yes.
Oh my
No,
gosh!
yeah.
Tried to kill us.
Yeah.
Tried to burn your house down.
Well, you had a stack of boxes next to the oven,
was-
with
yeah.
the stove, and like
It was like
Calvin walked in to hear like downstairs where we used to film. But you were like on vacation, to hearing like. I was like,
Yeah.
What's that noise?
What the hell's that noise?
I walked through his kitchen twice before I figured out that it was coming from there. I walked over to his stove, and the handle on his stove to light the burner on top, it was clicking, but it wasn't quite turned
So
enough
it had been turned just enough
to start the igniter, but
Yeah.
not the gas.
So it was theorized
It was like
that my
5
cat
degrees
had
from
turned
burning
it
his
on.
house down. Like 5 degrees turning that little knob.
Well, your cat was near you, because one time it happened, you were like, was that Malachi did? I said, I don't think he would do that.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you guys just assumed it was him. And then it happened then.
Yeah.
The cat was, like, right there.
And Eric had been gone for like a week, hadn't he?
Yeah.
And we'd been like taking care of his cat and
It's
stuff.
just funny. It's like, you know, the first one was like a trial by fire, then I had a trial by water.
Yeah.
What the hell,
Is that, was that one Asher?
that would have been Asher, I think.
Yeah.
Asher.
Aramaic
Be a
here
good
would
name for the cat that
Oh my gosh.
It would have been. Yeah. This makes me think of freaking Spartacus.
That's
And I hate that guy.
I love that guy.
I hate that guy so much.
I love him.
I just got to an episode in another show that I've been watching, talking to you guys about, and he showed up. I'm like, fuck!
Yep.
I hate this guy.
What were you saying?
Aramaic here with 200 bits says he can't wait to see Shane and Aaron's workout videos. Aaron getting those gains, those row gains. We have been we have been working out,
Oh, it's funny.
Yeah, and I
doing
guess
some lifts.
if we're talking about favorite part of the week, that's definitely mine, is working out with these guys.
I don't get what we're laughing about.
Oh,
Like the hair stuff.
yeah, basically you're going fucking bald. Everyone knows that we see. I see a little bit every day. I look at sometimes when I'm staring in your direction. Sometimes when I'm staring in your direction, I'm just looking at your hairline, and you look at me like, "What's he looking at?" And then I have to make it look like I'm looking at something past
I
you.
was thinking of something deep.
Yeah, I'm just like that. And I'm just like, Jesus. And you're like, "What?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm looking over there."
All right. What was your favorite thing?
Just
That well, our conversation just now.
probably working out with these guys. You know, Like, I think strength, I think, is one of the greatest things. The gift of strength, helping your friends get strong, seeing them get strong, and sometimes getting stronger than you is always a rewarding feeling, I think.
Definitely.
It creates camaraderie, and, you know, I think me, you, Aaron, Eric, I think it's going to be great for us.
Yeah, Shane and I filmed a little bit of something.
We did. I gave one of our editors. I'm going to have him put together something, and I'm not sure if I'll put it up.
Yeah.
Especially after I saw it. I think it's entertaining, but I'm just like, well, I do not want to be that fat with my shirt off.
Were you shirtless? Okay.
Yeah, well, I was actually demonstrating, like...
It's before and after.
Proper... Yeah, I guess it is.
Take a before picture in the very beginning of it.
Well, I have, like, this fucking zit on my back, too. And I'm like, God damn it, Rick, what did you tell
don't
me?
take
Rick's
a
like, I didn't
Natural.
I was not looking closely at your fat, Shane.
It just
was
means
averting.
it means your after picture is gonna be that much better.
see it. Yeah, I mean, well,
No
I just...
fat, no zits.
It was instructional,
Touch of gray.
but I think we can... I think we can do a better one.
Okay.
But Billy's so good, he might make it good. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll definitely start filming some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Billy, make him look fatter.
Be a lot of fun. Has been a lot of
He was
fun.
look unnatural. Was that much fatter? It would just look
He
unnatural.
just expands like you a little by little.
He's just every video
like
that he
never
edits,
change. It'd be funny.
Yeah.
just like you were trying to do with Aaron.
All right, favorite thing of the week.
Yeah. Do you have a thing?
I had my Pokemon Go thing. I had my my Pokemon stream Monday, and I finished Detective Pikachu, which is cool. The game's all right, but it's a little easy. It's just
Yeah.
I feel like you can't be wrong too much.
Yeah.
It's linear then.
Yeah, it's fairly linear.
like
so
if-
it like guides you more than you would like.
Yeah. Like there was one part where I restarted 3 times because I was trying to figure out this like puzzle thing, but it didn't let you retry it. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna restart and fix this. But everything else, that was the only time that I feel like you could have messed up, and you didn't get to fix anything.
Yeah, it's like a baby's first Phoenix Wright kind of thing.
Huh.
Yeah, I guess so. So I did that. But after I finished that, I've been messing with capturing footage on my phone, and I got another app that allowed me to do a Pokemon Go stream. So I did a test Pokemon Go stream and walked around. It seemed to work really well.
Yeah,
I didn't
it
really
worked
have
really
any
good.
buffering issues or anything.
I didn't see it.
But you had buffering issues at home, but not when you were walking
Yeah,
around.
but not out and about. So that was good. So that worked really well. So and it seemed like people liked it, and several people have been like, "Damn it, Aaron! Now I'm playing Pokemon Go." It's your fault. I haven't played it in years, and now I re-downloaded it, started playing again.
Well, I haven't played since like probably early last year.
And then the other thing that was fun, I guess they were having a conversation at home about, I don't know exactly what about, but the other day I got a text message from Melanie that Leon came over to her and said, "Hey Mom, can you show us the bags your nipples are on so Colson can see them? Are they squishy?" They were talking about like breastfeeding.
Yeah.
And like, no, only girls can do that because they have the bags that hold the milk. And I just
my
got this
gosh.
message saying about how like they came over like, "Can you see the bags that your nipples are on?" Because boys don't have bags. He's like, "What? This is." I'm like, "What kind of question is that, Melanie?"
That's a good question.
It was just
That's
so funny.
Yeah, I mean
Right.
it makes sense.
Yeah.
You know.
So that was a fun moment.
Yeah. I went to Myrtle Beach last week with my
Yes.
family. That was a lot of fun. My favorite thing of the week definitely was that the boys got a hermit crab, as you do.
Sure.
Named it Crusher. Because this one,
Crusher
usually
Pro?
hermit crabs, when you get them, you know, they stay in their shell. You can barely get them to come out. Sometimes they'll walk around. This one, you pick it up, he comes out. and
Yeah.
He was huge. Like, he was like this, like my hand hanging out. He'd be like trying to get you.
Yeah.
He'd be reaching back, trying to, let me go. You know? It was this giant hermit crab. I'm
That's
like,
how
man,
he-
this guy's crazy. And he was like trying to like jump off the table.
That's why he's
and
so
all this
big.
Stuff. Yeah, he's huge.
He's huge
We
because
got
he's
a
like
bigger
that.
shell
yeah.
for him to try to get into too. But anyway, we got up one morning. We went out to the living room, and the thing had fallen over somehow.
He did it.
He-
He
yeah,
knocked
he-
it over.
He was running and he jumped
lid
against
was
the
off,
wall and
and
tipped it over.
Crusher
Shit.
was missing. And
Crusher
this
was
guy,
loose.
he was mean and he was huge.
That freaked me out.
And so it's like, all right, well, man, he's got to be around here somewhere. We looked, couldn't find him. All day, the next day, the next day.
Jeez.
3 days, Crusher was missing. Okay? And like it was like one of those things where I'd be like walking around and I'd just be thinking about like him being around a corner, like, you know, or like these
He
things.
crawls in
those-
your bed and
yeah, like it
grabs
goes
your
my bed,
nutsack.
goes
Yeah.
up like, on my face and just like
Yeah.
You find
my brother's wife was freaking out like, and I was even talking with Kenny. I was like, I want to know where he is. Like, did he get out? Did he escape to the ocean? Was it right by the ocean? It's like, what happened? How did he get out? Eventually, we found him. He was in the boys' room's closet, which was on the other side of the apartment. But he had just made his way, and I think he's just been walking around because we put food out and trying to like
didn't dry out.
We put the new shell out. So maybe he'd switch his shell or something.
Yeah.
Put like a tracker on the new shell.
When you bought him, like his shell was like painted, so he's like a bright neon color. But he had eluded us for so long.
I was gonna say like how
Yeah.
like if you're just sitting there watching TV or something, and they move, like
yeah, and you would hear the
of
scraping
the-
and stuff, you know,
Yeah.
of the shell. But he was so damn big. I started being like, that's the worst one to have
gone
escape.
missing. Yeah,
So eventually we found him, put him in the cage, duct taped the cage, gave it to the other kids.
yeah.
Pam's like, nope, not having him in here. I've had him for 4 days. He's escaped for 3. So that was my favorite part of the week.
that's
But
that's
I
pretty
also
good.
had a great time in the going to the beach, alligator adventure.
Got a suntan.
Yeah, I
Little
got
bit,
sunburned. We went fishing. Like the first day we were there, I didn't want to go the first day, but that's the day that my brother-in-law like rented the boat. So we went fishing, and man, I got sunburned. I put lotion on, like suntan lotion on, not enough. This is damn spray kind,
Yeah.
you know. I sweat it off in 2 hours. We were out there for like 4.
Yeah.
But so I got sunburned pretty bad. Like I don't know if you can tell, but like the color of my
Oh yeah.
forearm to here.
Use that arm because
this one.
it's more of a yeah
Yeah.
right there.
Anyway,
Shoulder so white.
that's well,
So is
right.
mine.
But anyway, so I got sunburned there, and then they were gonna go again on Thursday, and I'm like, I'm tapping. I ain't going.
Yeah.
You know, because I also didn't catch anything. 4 hours we were out there. Everybody else bringing in fish. I just happened to be the one on my boat. We had 2 boats, and Justin was on the other boat. He didn't catch anything either. I was so pissed.
Fishing's terrible.
Fishing's fun when you catch a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't catch anything. However, it was fun, like, because when we go out there, the captain, you know, this guy that takes us out, he goes and catches the bait. He catches shrimp, like on this, like bay, and then he puts the shrimp into the bait holder or whatever, and then you use that
The bait
to fish.
well.
It was awesome.
So it just brings the fish in.
Yeah, it was awesome. This guy just, like, throwing out a net, catching, like, 10 shrimp.
Why don't you just eat the shrimp?
He didn't want to fish.
Oh, I want shrimp.
Anyway, the second day they went out, I declined to go, and I'm glad I did because they got stuck.
Oh
Like
no.
the tide went out, and they got stuck in this this
Oh, a little tide
this
pool
little-
thing.
Yeah, they were like on a dune or whatever, you know.
Oh, they
Yeah.
actually got
They
like
won on
no,
land?
the boat stopped,
shit.
and they like were able to get out and just like walk around. And,
Oh
like,
my
and
gosh.
also fish in the puddles and stuff.
So
That's
they-
awesome,
they were
though.
the
But they
mile
got
out
stuck for like an extra 4 hours. I'm like, I would
Yeah.
definitely been burned more then.
yeah, you would have been burned bad
That's
there.
crazy. That's like us on
That's
that,
fun,
that
though.
ride
Yeah.
at Universal.
Yeah,
right.
Universal.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Didn't that also happen to a comedian as well? His whole family got stuck.
Louis C.K. got
Lucy
stuck.
K. That was it.
Yeah.
But I did that. You see, the last time I was there 2 years ago, it was actually the last time I went with my mom. But that's when Pokemon Go released.
2 years ago.
Like 2 years ago, while I was at the beach. So my first Pokemon was Magikarp at the ocean. I took a picture of it. I think I tweeted it out. And then the time I went this time, I actually re-downloaded Pokemon Go while I was there. Just because, yeah, I remember playing that. It was fun. It was fun right here, you know? So it's just funny. Like, I played it then for like 2 weeks, and then I stopped playing. And then I picked it up almost 2 years exactly later in the same spot on vacation.
That's crazy.
Got it again.
I had 2 hermit crabs when I was a kid. I had
That was awesome.
sorry. I had
Hermit crabs
2
when I was a
hermit
kid.
crabs when I was a kid,
Yeah.
Nah, you
and
did it.
I had a lots of makeup on my face.
I had like a styrofoam cave thing, and one of them would climb up on it and like fall off. So I named him Matt and Jeff Hardy.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I like it. I like it. I had a hermit crab when I was a kid. I didn't name him because I was told by the guy who sold it to me, they don't last that long.
Yeah, they'll
so
die.
don't get attached to it, especially
Yeah.
in this humidity or in this climate. Like,
I mean, you're supposed to spray him.
yeah, which I did. I like took immaculate care of him. He lasted much longer than I thought he would, but I still never named him.
Aramaic and Bojangles are fighting over bits. So
Dude, yeah,
What?
dude. Speaking of
let's
which,
wish them luck.
during my, it was my Life is Strange. I think it was during my Detective Pikachu. There was the Great Bit War.
Yeah?
It was Monday. It was Bojangles and Aramaic. There was another thing I was trying to think. Like, I had another thing I want to talk about for my favorite thing of the week. I can't remember what it was. It was that they just kept like one of them tossed out like 100 bits, and then the other one tossed out like 105 bits because you have like the top 3 on the little bit chart thing, and they kept on like just
trading first
giving
and
a little
second.
bit more and beating it. And like they were both up to like 5,000 bits. I was like, oh man, this is fucking just a great bit war of July, man.
Yeah, the top 3 are over 4,000. So
Yeah, it was crazy.
That's hilarious.
You know what my other
crazy.
favorite thing was?
Thank you so
A
much.
little
by
bit
the way,
ago when we
guys.
were all like flexing.
No.
That was the weirdest thing I ever had.
Eric's reaction.
I was
my
over
favorite
in
thing.
the corner, over there working, and I was like, for some reason, I was just like, man, the sun's really bright, because I had the window open, trying to get some of that damn smoke out of here, you know?
Yeah.
I was like, man, it's really bright in my left eye. So I go to, like, shut the door, and then I hear something, because I'm
Eric.
deaf. I'm deaf on this side.
Eric,
I don't hear shit.
Come over here.
I
Join us.
turn around, and, like, these guys are standing in a circle with their shirts off. What the hell's going on? I was like, get over here. I'm not going over there. like, it was one of those things where, like, I can hear that they're talking, but it's muffled, and I'm not...
It's like underwater.
I'm not paying it. Yeah, it's like in another room, you know? And you just hear... And I turn around, and you guys are going... But your shirts are all off.
And we were flexing.
I'm like, what the hell's
We're all
happening?
like going like this.
Eric, come
What do
over
you
here.
think?
Be with us. I'm like, I'm not going to be with
One
you.
of us.
It started because of like me and Rick, and then we made Calvin do it. And then Shane came over. He's like, I'm not gonna take my shirt off. And then Calvin did it. And he's like, okay, he took his shirt
you
off.
did it.
Yeah.
You did.
I did. I don't know. then like we all just didn't have shirts
We all
off.
had our.
Yeah.
And then Eric just looked around. Like, hell's going on?
I felt so isolated from my
We wanted you to join us,
I
but
know,
you
but
wouldn't.
I was just like...
I think I was like,
It was
Eric,
one of those things where I just was not paying attention at all. I turned around, and I don't know, like it's like I was thrust into it.
I imagine
You
that's how
chose to
Shane
be in that
feels like
corner.
half the time.
Huh?
So I imagine that's how Shane feels half the time when
guess
he's
so,
here.
yeah.
I
He
think
just
Eric,
gets into a conversation.
Eric,
What
come
was
over
going
here.
on? What'd you say?
Come over here. Just take off your shirt. Like what? No.
Like, come on, Eric. Do it.
You wouldn't do
Okay, so one of my other favorite things, Calvin, you care if I tell the story?
What?
You and Aaron back there in a room?
You didn't
Oh,
even hear
that's-
it. You didn't even laugh.
That's his story. Let him
Okay.
tell it. He's
There was-
laughing already.
Well, for it, like you should probably
Okay.
say why.
Calvin had a tragic event.
Yeah. Last week, I had to bury my dog.
Had to be put down.
Yeah, we had to put her down.
Your family dog.
Family dog. We've had her for 10 or 11 years, and for those of you who don't know, she's like the only good dog we've ever had. So, like, everybody loved her more than
More than you.
possibly.
Yeah.
But yeah, like even Dad, who doesn't like super get attached to pets, like he was like, she's such a great dog.
Sure.
And
Do you have a picture on your phone you can send me?
maybe.
But
Tell the story.
A lot of
Sorry.
you have already seen her send pictures in Discord and stuff like that. But yeah, I had to drive out Wednesday morning and dig a grave for her. And I haven't been working construction for a long time, so my hands aren't calloused and stuff
I think
like
it was
that.
Tuesday.
So
Was it Wednesday or was it Tuesday?
I'm pretty sure it was Wednesday
Okay.
because it was the day before.
That would been was it yesterday?
No, it was a week ago yesterday.
Oh, I thought it was this week.
No.
Okay.
So I got a bunch of blisters on my hand, and you can see some of them there. I got a.
Don't tell that part.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Well, I gotta tell that.
All
so.
right.
I got a bunch of blisters on my hand, stuff like that, and I was picking at them the other day, and Rick
No.
had mentioned.
No, you weren't picking on him yet. Because
Oh.
what had happened, like we had been back there in the back. This is why I didn't want you to say about that
Oh,
yet. 'cause
no,
we were back there and we were playing Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
And
it's
Rick has
Smash.
then since started playing a new character, and there's a certain combination that if you jump
you
and then B,
one of the techniques I have to slide my thumb from one button to the other. It's been wearing my thumb raw.
yeah. So like he just has like
Because
this
the edges of the
blister
buttons are
that's
pretty
just
sharp.
Been, like been hitting him and stuff. So like he's like, man, my thumb hurts. And Calvin's like, what? And he's like, look at this blister. He's like, oh well, look at mine. And Rick's like, oh, what happened? I was like, masturbating too much. And he goes, I had to dig a hole. And I was like, and I like it. My response, I just started laughing.
He was
I just
laughing.
started
Yeah, he just
laughing.
He heard the funniest joke in his life.
And I had to pause the match for Smash.
Yeah, I remember hearing it going like,
But then
you know what I
Rick,
mean?
Rick, Shane's like, what's going on? Rick's like, Aaron is a cold-hearted bitch. And I'm like, and then I said about like, I told Shane like, he was in his blister, and he said he had a blister, and then Rick asked him how he got it, and I said masturbating, and Rick's like, oh, I didn't hear you say masturbating. I thought you just heard him say about he was digging a hole and you started laughing. I'm like, no. I was laughing because I felt so awkward about like making a joke.
I mean,
and then if,
to
I
be
felt bad
fair,
about it.
you did hear me say I had to dig a hole, and then you started laughing.
I did.
But
I did.
it was slightly out of order from,
But I was like,
from
the
why.
tone was like funny and happy, and then why'd you dig a hole? Well, what's wrong with your hands?
Yeah.
Like masturbation. He's like, I had to dig a hole.
Yeah.
And then you realize, oh, you think of
No,
death and
it's just-
I
destruction.
just imagine
Yeah.
that high whine.
It was
It
that.
was there.
He was doubled. He curled
I was
his
laughing.
knees up to his chest.
I was laughing
and he
as
doubled
much.
over on the couch.
I was laughing as much then as we were laughing at you with hello. Hello.
Yeah. It was like
It was
that.
like that.
Yeah. Both very insensitive to people's needs.
Indeed. Indeed.
So yeah,
Pretty good.
terrible.
We have a good question here from Discord, and if you have any questions or things you'd like us to talk about, that's a good place to suggest it. Aaron's been playing the prequel to Life is Strange. So the question for the podcast was, if the crew could rewind one big decision in their life and redo it, what would the decision be? I guess that might be spoilers for Life is Strange. And what do they think would be the different outcome?
When you say that, Rick, it might be.
Well, I mean, the first
one
time I played
big
Life is
decision
Strange,
that
I had no
made.
idea that there was a time travel mechanic.
How will it have changed my life?
Everyone knows. Good job, Rick.
Ooh.
I don't know. My life's just so damn perfect. I won't want to change anything.
Yeah, I don't think I'd do it.
I want to play that Second Life game so I could have two lives.
Is that window still open?
2 lives?
Yeah.
The one is behind my
Yeah,
computer,
I was
I
gonna say
know.
it's loud. Well, it
It'll
was
be
when
fine with this.
vehicles went by. Okay.
One moment in my life that I would change.
A specific moment.
Like in Life is Strange. Like, I would go back and introduce myself to Dungeons & Dragons way earlier when I was a kid and had way more time and could do it with my friends, I think.
I thought you meant like a mistake.
I would have
It could be a mistake.
probably would have done YouTube sooner.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we did it. We did it at a good time, but I think we could have caught it a little earlier too.
Yeah.
Sure.
Or at the very least,
If I could do that, and
I
know
would have
when-
wanted to gone to like visual effects and stuff sooner.
Got into visual effects sooner
Mhm.
and not put on.
Wait.
No, I was gonna say Marilyn Manson's music on
Ferocity.
Ferocity and
And monetized it.
monetized it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it works.
No, I mean
It
for
works
the
so well
edit,
for it. I can't
Yeah.
the
imagine
edit, it
without
works
it.
amazing.
If I could rewind one thing, I would monetize Ferocity.
I mean, if it weren't for the success that one got, we wouldn't have had our YouTube channel now.
You should send Marilyn Manson a thank you letter.
Yeah, I should.
I can't think of a specific moment.
I mean, there's
wonder-
things
I wonder
where
if
like
that
I've had
video-
like arguments with friends, like
No, I'm good with all
from
those.
years ago, and we've
Highlight.
you know, like, well, I wish that didn't happen. Or like, you know, you'd have a breakup. You're like, well, you know, I shouldn't have done that. You know, and then you forgive each other later, but you're thinking, you know what? I wish I just wasn't an asshole then, or I wish I wasn't a fucking idiot then. Like, there's things like that. But yeah, I don't know. I guess when it comes to sports, I wish I would have trained smarter instead of harder. I'm thinking, all right, well, I'm going to do a push-up today. You know, I'm going to do 10 push-ups a day, every minute, or as long as I can. I just try to do it all day. And when you're young, you think you put in the work, it equals more success. But you know, just that's not true. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would have been smarter about how I trained for sports and for things like that. I've been more specific, and I think I've been a lot more successful and stuff like that. And so I always think about that. If I knew then, what I knew now.
So is that what it is? Like, you know then what you know now?
Yeah.
Well, this one was just saying like if there was like a moment that you could have rewind and changed.
Yeah.
Like what would that
Yeah.
moment be? Like if it's like that, I would have
Like-
I would have just called my brother more.
Well, yeah, I
Yeah.
would have said, hey, do this, do that. I would have rewound it and changed the way I trained.
Like in Life is Strange, everything else but you goes back in time.
Yeah.
So, like, for example, you can try something else to try to make the future different.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to spoil anything, but like an example might be like, okay, if I call this person at this time, they might act differently, and this thing doesn't happen. Like
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
I mean, I would have gone back and told my mom to get her head checked every year
Yeah.
for the last 50. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably be mine.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, who knows if it would have fixed anything or
Sure.
done anything, but if it would have gotten caught a lot earlier, it would have been a different outcome.
Yeah. All right. Well, on a completely different, much sillier note, this statue is in London.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
I love it.
That's great.
25-foot effigy of Goldblum.
I wish it would breathe so you could do what Grant
Do it,
does.
Grant.
with
Yeah.
the triceratops.
There's a gif of him actually on his chest.
know.
I love it. I love it so much.
What like silly
My favorite
statue
when I was a kid.
would you put up if you could?
Silly statue?
Yeah.
Of anything?
Yeah, of anything.
Kolbosh.
Well,
He specifically said silly statue.
Exactly. Silly. A silly statue?
yeah.
I would want to put something up and it's like I take it seriously, but it's ridiculous. Like that, like I'm gonna put up this
Sure.
the great effigy of Goldblum, and it's just everything is ridiculous, but I believe it's real.
Like a giant statue, Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah, like that'd be like you'd be like that's amazing, and everyone's like that's stupid.
I want a statue of Nicolas Cage when he has the basket on his head and the bees in it.
Okay.
That's pretty
pretty good.
ridiculous.
It's not bad.
I want some kind of Bulbasaur statue. I think
That's-
it'd be
that's pretty
amazing,
ridiculous.
But everyone else would be like, why you got that one? Even
mean,
though
it-
though he's arguably the best competitive Pokemon of the original 3 starters.
No one cared about that though. They just wanted to play, so they picked the good ones.
They didn't pick the good ones. They
But
picked
hey,
the bad
your,
ones.
your statue might become a Pokestop.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Or
A
Jim.
bunch of Charmanders show up. It's like a Charmander nest.
No,
that would be funny.
grass Pokemon all over the place.
I might do like a giant chair statue. Like, no one can ever climb up there and sit in it. It's too big. You know? Just something like unreasonable like that.
Isn't there already a giant chair statue?
I'm sure there is.
Lincoln.
At the
Like,
boathouse.
Art.
At the boathouse.
No. I'm like positive there's like a 100-foot tall chair somewhere in the Midwest or something.
Maybe.
And it's much bigger than that.
Lincoln's sitting in it.
No.
Yep.
The big chair.
I would go back in time in Marietta and tell them to not make those statues out of sandstone.
Oh, yeah.
Pick
The-
something else.
The statues in the park over here that
Yeah.
Roosevelt commissioned.
Yeah, of Washington and like
Yeah.
silly people.
I mean, it was commonly available around here, but
There's this 15-second video here that I got pretty excited about. You guys probably already know about it, but I knew nothing.
Oh, I would put an Avatar Aang statue.
Jeez.
Green the extraordinary. It is time to show the world what we are capable of.
Yeah.
What's that?
Do you
Crazy,
see
right?
Oh, and
Unbreakable?
trailer's coming out tomorrow?
Yeah. That's what it says.
So that's what that's for? That's
Trailer
cool.
tease.
Rick, what have you done?
Oh, I stopped it. I did.
This really
No.
grinds my
There we go.
gears.
Sorry.
no, that's
you know what
okay.
grinds my gears?
But like,
I was so damn loud.
Wait, so there's a new movie coming out?
yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, there's a sequel / tie-in.
Did you see?
I've seen.
You seen Unbreakable?
I've seen it. Yeah.
It's a great movie. And like,
Don's dad actually did the bench press scene.
did he?
Yeah. It's like they put on every weight and he could still do it.
Nice.
Every single thing they put like paint cans and everything on, it's still going.
But like, if you'd asked me like, name 100 movies for a sequel, I would not have gotten to Mr. Glass. I don't think.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is his powers? Like what can he do? I know nothing about
Well,
him.
he's actually he doesn't have a power. He's
just a villain.
He's just
bad
like
guy.
a very smart villain.
He's intelligent.
Okay.
He
actually has-
antithesis
he has-
to
he has a-
Bruce Willis' character.
Yeah, he has a weakness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has kind of like the Ivar disease, very brittle bones, but over
Aw.
his whole body.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
And then, and
think he
Bruce
has a
Willis'
super suit?
strength.
Do you think he has a super suit?
probably not.
Well, his wife's not going to get it, that's for sure.
Damn.
Even if he did, wouldn't be any help.
I mean, yeah. I've been excited about that for a while.
Oh,
I mean, I want to talk about more, but I literally can't without spoiling a huge thing.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
it's a thing too, because I'm assuming this is another Shyamalan movie, right?
Yeah.
Yep, it is.
Like the thing about Shyamalan movies, they always have some kind of twist or something like that.
What a twist!
You know, so without spoiling anything,
I just want to say, like, go watch his movies,
yeah.
Yeah.
except for Avatar.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe watch that.
We are going to watch it.
We haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
so-
Yeah.
We do
What,
need
I,
to
what I
watch
mean
it.
is, like, just go watch his movies.
just go
and-
watch them.
Yeah,
Sure.
just go watch.
before they get spoiled,
Yeah.
if they haven't
Yeah.
already.
Oh,
Yeah.
and what all does he have? He has Unbreakable, Signs,
Sixth Sense,
And
Sixth
Signs
Sense,
is one of my favorite movies.
The Village.
I fucking love
The
Signs.
Village,
Lady in the
There's,
Water.
Lady in the Water
is really good, yeah.
What's that one he had with Professor X in it?
Split.
Oh, Split. Yeah.
His
Split,
Split.
yeah.
Which I
Yeah.
still haven't seen.
Have you seen
so
that
don't
one?
Spoil
You
it.
should go see that one.
I don't
Before
know
I get spoiled.
if he
Yeah.
directed
Yeah.
it, but he had Hell that took place in an elevator or
Yeah,
something.
he did direct that actually.
Okay.
Yeah, and that I
Which
guess
was good.
It's supposed to be really good. I
Yeah.
haven't seen that.
I liked
Did you have
I
The
thought-
Happening?
Yes.
Yeah, he did Happening.
That
Heard
was
that one
not
was
good.
bad.
It was very
So
bad.
don't worry about. Don't watch that one.
Very
The
bad.
Happening was terrible.
But I,
Unless
I,
you like bad stuff, and then watch.
I love Split. I love Signs. I love Unbreakable.
Oh yeah, Signs was the other one.
Yeah, Signs.
Did you guys mention Signs already? I
Yeah,
don't
Yeah.
he
think-
did.
okay.
I fucking love Signs.
Sixth Sense is also very good.
Six Sense
Yeah.
is good, but they
As
all
long
have,
as you aren't spoiled.
As long
They all
as
have
Bruce
really-
Willis in it, you're good.
they have really good storylines and stuff with them and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah.
The
he's
Sixth
a real
Day is
simple
really good
filmmaker.
too.
You know what I mean? But one thing about The Village, like I really love that movie. The soundtrack's just phenomenal.
Mhm.
Like they market it like this horror thing, and like and that's why it got a backlash.
Mhm.
Like it's not about like the scariness of whatever's in the woods. It's about
No, but the Sixth Sense was, and they were trying to ride that train.
yeah. But I love The Village. I thought it was great. And who's that guy? What's his name? Fuck, he's going bald. He's
Mark
great.
Wahlberg, Aaron.
No,
What?
no, the guy, the lady, the girl's dad.
I don't know his name.
Oh,
From
you're
what?
talking about John Hurt.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's a man, dude. He's great in that movie too.
Wait, is it John Hurt or is it
No, it's something else.
It's
William
Jack Hurt.
William Hurt.
William Hurt.
Yeah,
William
John short for Jack.
William Hurt.
Jack is short for John. Damn it.
Yeah,
No one's gonna get that for like a week.
I know.
Yeah.
It's funny to us though, and
Yeah.
sometimes that's all that matters.
yeah. William Hurt, dude.
That's all that ever matters for Aaron.
He's just
John
fantastic
Hurt's
in that movie.
Ollivander.
Okay.
William Hurt is the father from
Yeah,
Dune
Bryce Dallas
also.
Howard. She's so young too in that, dude.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was her at first.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
Okay. We talked about this before, just a little announcement, but Comcast dropped out of the bidding for 21st Century Fox.
Fuck 'em.
Wow.
So,
Comcast.
Yeah.
yep. So I think it's just Disney at this point,
Yep.
right?
Well, Disney's the mega company now. Mega
Yeah,
corporation.
they already got the okay from like the antitrust laws to do it, right?
I mean, I love.
I think I read that a
I
while
love
back.
what they did with Marvel. I love what they did with Star Wars. So I'm on board, baby.
I'm ready for another good like Alien or Predator movie.
The only thing is that
Yeah.
nothing's ever gonna enter the public domain anymore.
That's the thing.
Ever
Yeah.
again.
Everything that Disney will own or in perpetuity, they will continue to own.
I have to interrupt for
Yeah.
our Star Wars Clone Wars fans right now
Okay.
because the 10th anniversary panels
that's what I've been looking for.
happening at Comic-Con right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they just announced that they're going to be releasing the Siege of Mandalore, a new episode of the Clone Wars,
Oh.
which will end the Clone Wars.
An
Really?
episode.
Yeah.
Oh my
they just
gosh.
announced it.
A
Oh my-
single episode.
Well, I mean, I don't know
it's
about
hard.
single. They were getting into the lost missions, but I'm looking at the Twitter right now. It says a war left unfinished will
Oh
be
my-
finished.
That is so great. And then of course I'm sure we'll get all those voice actors back.
I would hope.
100%. Yeah, there's no way they don't.
Yeah.
But the Twitter's going fucking. My Star Wars Clone Wars Twitter stuff's going fucking crazy right
God damn.
now. A special thank you to share with the fans. More Clone Wars Siege of Mandalore. Clone Wars saved. Hashtag Clone Wars
Yeah,
saved.
I mean, Rick, you don't know much of the Clone Wars, but it was one of the best Star Wars things ever.
Yeah, just from what they talk about in 4.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Well, I'm. Dang. But
It's a clone
it has
trooper
won
with
multiple
Ahsoka's
Emmys.
markings.
It's really well
Spoilers.
reviewed
Sure.
For me,
and loved.
still.
I don't care.
There's about
So
Anakin's
amazing.
apprentice who was hated at first and grew to be a fan favorite and got girls into the franchise even more.
We need to just have Calvin and Rick watch
Yeah.
Clone Wars.
Yeah, well, Disney bought Star Wars, and
Yeah.
they just said, all right, we're ending everything, every video game,
Sure.
every show, we're ending it immediately. We're going to the future.
Right.
So right at towards the the final hour of the show, it just stopped.
They pulled the plug and
Yeah.
I see.
they never had to finish it.
Right
And
before
they,
the climax.
And they
So,
basically did a
what was-
sequel show, which was amazing, but I still want Clone Wars to be finished.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean,
They showed a trailer.
Oh,
We don't have it yet, but
we gotta react to that motherfucker. So yeah.
sorry. This stuff keeps coming in.
But no, the nice thing they had with the Rebels, one of the more recent shows they did, is that he actually, Dave Filoni got to finish it. They got to finish the story they were trying to tell in this series.
Yeah.
Whereas Clone Wars, they went for 6 seasons and never got to finish it. They just got the
Yeah.
plug got pulled and they never really had an ending to the
Yeah.
show.
I mean, I don't
Sure.
know the details of like, is this just like a movie? Is it an episode? Is this a series? Is this a season?
Is it a mini series?
What are they doing with it? Because the hashtag is Clone Wars saved. Is what they showed. I don't know. It's just, I was so excited because D. Bradley Baker tweeted last week. He's like, for those of you who don't really follow San Diego Comic-Con but love Clone Wars, please, please, please be there.
Yeah.
And I was like, what are they gonna do? And then Ashley Eckstein just released this new
Clothing line.
Clone Wars clothing line thing. Everybody just seemed to be like hyped up for it. All the actors were gonna be there and stuff.
Yeah.
And people were just wondering like, it's got to be something. Apparently, at the end of the panel, you know, they don't stream these panels. You're not supposed to be able to see them. It's just, you know, they're for San Diego Comic-Con, but there's eventually they leak out and and they kind of like let you.
Yeah.
They want to build the hype.
Definitely.
This is how you do it. You know, you say, oh yeah, you're not supposed to see this, but secretly go try find it. It's awesome. You know.
Yeah.
So I'm just, I'm so hyped.
Hell yeah.
I mean, we were at the panel when, you know, Dave Filoni's talking about all the stuff they wanted to do, what they were going to do.
yeah.
And like, I got fucking emotional just listening to them talk about it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Well, did you see what he told Ashley Eckstein, what he wanted to do for Ahsoka?
Absolutely. Yeah.
And then she started crying.
Yeah.
Like when she heard the story, because she's just has such emotional attachment to the character. And it made me emotional as a motherfucker.
this picture. If you guys can see it, it's just Dave Filoni.
In the sky.
And he's basically right now the god of Star Wars. You know what I mean? Like I mean, in terms of what he knows and how he steered the
I mean,
franchise.
he studied at the feet of Lucas about it too
Yeah.
for 10 years. You
like
know?
he's got a grasp
Great
of
grasp
he's-
on the
he's the head of-
canon, on Star Wars,
Yeah,
on
he's
everything.
and what the
Great.
Force is, and what exactly what
Yeah.
Star Wars is. Only maybe rivaled by Sam Witwer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get
I mean-
Filoni and a Whitwer in a room.
Oh, and that's what they did. They
do with whatever they
Whitwer
come
is
out
a
with.
sponge of information. Filoni like the thing that separates him is Filoni can nail the Lucas style
Yeah.
in a way that Lucas tried and couldn't sometimes. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's I mean, if we get more news, we're gonna talk about it. But that's awesome.
Yeah, so I don't know if there's any news about like a number of episodes or movies or whatever they're gonna do.
And I just said
but
yesterday, like I hope it's like they finish the
I
Clone
hope
Wars.
that's what I wanted. You know, we wanted to have some kind of tie from what we saw at the end of Clone Wars to Revenge of the Sith. I mean, we had the Taranovsky. Is that what the guy's name? The guy that did the 2D back in the day.
Oh
the
yeah,
old
the
one?
micro
Yeah,
series,
the micro
which
series,
was fucking
and,
great.
and that had a great bridge from the Clone Wars series to episode 3. Went right into it.
Yeah,
You know?
which is funny because George said, "Oh, that's still canon," but then as
Well-
as the Clone Wars, the new show unfolded, he said,
George never said it. It was Dave that was always like, no, I'm treating that as canon.
Okay.
I just want to mold around it. I'm not going to go out and say that exactly happened, but I'm not going to invalidate it. That's
Yeah.
what he had said. So that's why like the focus is like, what was Ahsoka doing during episode 3?
Yeah.
What happens at Order 66?
Yeah.
All that stuff. What happened with Captain Rex and
which
all these characters that we love from that show.
That's gotta be great. If it,
Yeah.
I mean,
If it covers all that kind of stuff, it's gonna be really great.
Yeah,
I'm so
yeah.
excited.
Yeah.
It's I'm slowly checking off the things that I need out of life. That was one of them. You know,
yeah,
like
me
you
too.
know, I need a fucking amazing Dragon Ball Z adaptation movie. You know,
That hasn't happened
and
yet.
I need the Clone Wars to finish.
yeah.
That's it. That's your
Pretty
whole
much all I
list?
needed. Then I can die
That's
happy.
what you need out of life.
Are there any other shows you guys can think of that didn't have like a satisfying ending?
Yeah, the Lost World.
Definitely.
But
Wait,
the writers have released like the Bible for the last season of what they were going to do.
Sure.
They released it at they had a convention, and they printed everything out, gave it to everyone, and it sounds like an amazing idea. It's basically Lost, honestly.
Yeah.
Before
If-
Lost.
if I
Lost is great, but this show's so good.
if I recall, I wanted more out of Dinotopia.
What?
I believe is what it was called.
You mean that dinosaur show where everyone dies in the end?
No, that's dinosaurs.
Okay, Dinotopia then. Okay.
Dinotopia, I believe it was called. It had Sam Witwer in it. Not Sam Witwer. It had Wentworth Miller in it.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, it's another W name. Messed me up. But no, he was in it, and it was a show like they went out on a plane or something like that. and
No, I've seen that.
they
Yeah.
got transported. It was like a 3-episode like Sherlock. You know, you had like hour and a half, hour and a half, hour and a half.
Dinotopia, I need to write
And
that down.
I don't think they.
It's
I don't
fucking
think it,
good.
I don't
see
think
that.
it finished,
I don't think it did either.
and I would have liked to have had.
I think it went like-
because I loved Wentworth Miller in it.
Yeah.
I love Wentworth Miller and everything.
Let me think.
Mine is definitely 97 Berserk because it stopped at the end of an arc, and obviously the manga is still ongoing. I would love that team, that animation style, to do the rest of the story.
Okay.
There we go.
I need to find out more about it.
Dinotopia was a fun pilot miniseries, and then the series got canceled after one season. I didn't even know they got into the season.
Okay, well, you need to watch more. See,
I mean,
I'm pretty sure I've seen the miniseries and part of the first season.
I already bought
Thanks.
back Dragon Ball Z, so I'm like halfway satisfied already.
the obvious answer is Firefly.
Yeah.
Firefly would be a good thing to have more
Yeah.
of,
Yeah, definitely.
especially after seeing Nathan Fillion being able to still do
He still got
cool
it.
stuff.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm assuming that all my questions will be answered, and I will be left fulfilled when I get to the end of Firefly, right?
You sure will,
Yeah.
Eric.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
you may
Sure
just want,
will.
You might just
Alright.
want more though.
You might just want
Right?
more of a good thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like weren't all your answers and stuff fulfilled, and you were happy at the end of Return of the Jedi?
Well, I need to know if there were heads in those helmets that the Ewoks were hitting on.
I don't think they're going to cover that in the new
Like
movies.
blood, like because they're on like on those tables.
It's
like,
definitely a
blood's dripping
hollow
through.
sound, I think. Maybe a skull, but not like a full-fleshed head with a brain.
Yeah, but like
Sam
some of those
Witwer
helmets
just
have suspension
Saw
inside,
Sam
like
did?
hard hats.
Yeah. Sam just tweeted. Sam Witwer. He's like, "So, you guys hear any weird rumors lately?" And with a wiki face.
Winky
Yeah, I mean
face.
Dragon Ball Z coming back, and now
He didn't
Clone
have
Wars
the
coming
Slowpoke
back.
meme?
Life is good.
There's a small 11-second clip here. I kind of want to watch. It's on Twitter. That's of this.
No,
I'll do it.
wait for the trailer. Yeah,
Son of a
stop,
bitch, Eric.
It's not. They're not going to release any of this stuff.
Well, you can
Let
send
him
them. You can
open
send
it.
the Rick.
I'll do it.
Yeah, let him open
Yeah.
it so we can all watch.
It's at Star Wars Newsnet is the
Send them in Discord.
person that tweeted it.
Okay.
We have it preloaded though in case I take it down. I've done that shit before. I get out.
Is it the one that's 50 seconds?
This one said, 49 seconds.
Okay.
Oh,
I just wanted to see what it was.
The more details thing?
Yeah.
hurry up!
And the early stuff we've been getting in on the show just looks phenomenal. I wasn't sure if we could ever do it again. But I think the goodwill that you guys have had to believe in the show is shared on the crew, and they are so intense about making this thing incredible for you. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's fantastic. I mean, this is gonna have Maul. This is gonna have Ahsoka. This is gonna be a fucking amazing.
Yeah, well, I guess Rick has seen Solo.
Gonna be a fucking amazing.
It's gonna be a fucking amazing. You guys gotta do Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys need to go through Clone Wars. You need to watch it.
Yeah,
That should be the next series we do.
That would be a lot of fun.
I have to be in it.
No, we rotate.
No, fucking Rick will.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
if
that's
we- if we-
stupid.
if we
Nah, I'll have to
rotate-
tell him why he's wrong.
If we could. I called the last 3 seasons.
How many seasons are there?
6.
There's 6 total. Some of them are a little shorter, especially the 6th one because it was canceled at the end of season 5. But they had enough done because they had to be like a year in advance on these things.
The official trailer just dropped.
Oh, my
shit!
God, we
shit,
gotta watch
shit,
that right
shit,
now.
shit,
No, we
shit,
can't do it
shit.
right now.
Why not?
Because us three would not be able to have an open discussion of
Yeah.
Can
of
we quit the
trailer
podcast?
with these two right here.
Can we stop it? Can we fire them?
Oh, we're only an hour in.
How would these two
Fire them.
fucking go? And we'll watch it real quick, react to it, and then we can cut this part out. Seriously, let's do it.
What about the people
We'll
in
just do it
chat?
after the podcast.
We want to get up first.
You know what I mean?
We'll end a little
I want
early.
to have a big open discussion about
You
it.
guys just do it
Excitement
after.
of it.
Do it after.
Let's do-
We
let's
should do a
Why the
real.
hell are you behind,
We should
Calvin?
do a real
reaction.
video. Damn it!
I want to watch it too, but I know we wouldn't be able to be openly talking about everything
Can't they
Yeah.
leave?
with these two.
I don't care. It's their fault. They
Yeah,
should have
but-
been known by now. No.
No.
I mean, I also will probably forget.
No, you're not like Shane.
No.
Maybe.
I'll remember everything.
Fuck.
So
I ain't sugar. No, I'm kidding.
Well, there's a treat stream coming. so-
here, why don't you just make
Well,
some
thank
more,
you, whoever said that.
Just make some ramen noodles. There.
Agent
Let's
J.
put sugar in the microwave. That'd be okay.
All right. Well, how about we get your mind off from it
I can't really
You
give
can't.
a name off them. I'm thinking like shaking.
while watching this awesome Marvel intro title, Blind Wave Edition.
Oh, okay, I'm good with
By
this. Have you seen
Cobb.
this?
Oh, what?
Yeah,
It's another
Cobb.
Cobb video.
I have not seen this.
I have seen this.
I have not.
All right, here we go.
This is awesome.
Stop.
Move it. Fuck my ass.
Antoine, Joy,
Jancy.
Jancy.
Lessa.
Yes, I'm the bee. All of us, 5 members, we're blind.
And then Wave is the studio's 10.
Yep.
Yep.
Nice.
That's really cool. I like that.
That's great.
That's really cool.
That's cool. And have that begin with
That's
videos.
I gotta say, that's a step up with Cobb.
Yeah,
in
that
terms
is.
of editing. That was great.
He's
I
getting
like
some
that.
attention.
Yeah, we should have whenever we do a Marvel movie, whatever, or something, or like on Luke Cage. That should be the
Yeah.
intro from now on.
I like all the. You can see all the quotes like "fuck my ass."
Yeah.
I have like "fuck the normies" in there. There's a
I
bunch
couldn't
of
see
stuff.
my whole one.
Yeah, there's a whole. Everybody has a quote.
Aaron's
But
shoulder got in the way.
Everybody's on the channel. Maggie's up in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Antoine's on there.
Lessa's
Antoine's on there, yeah.
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 Yeah, it's pretty great. I also have some behind-the-scene footage from our workout series.
I do like.
Oh, yeah?
I do like
Yep.
the.
I've seen this. This ain't you.
Oh no.
This poor
This
fool.
poor man.
I gotta say, it could have been much worse. His knees could have snapped.
Oh shit! What happened?
Remember when I said you could suck your own dick? Remember?
What was he doing?
Jeez.
Doesn't
What
that
the
suck?
What was he on?
He was
was
using
on-
it wrong. Was what
Yeah,
he was
he was
Yeah.
using it wrong.
Yeah, like, yeah, go back a little bit, but
See that? Oh,
Jeez.
yeah.
I don't like that.
Just imagine the scream of like.
you couldn't even scream. It's like I have no mouth,
his
but I
dick's in
must
his mouth.
scream.
Yeah, I know.
I don't.
Man, that sucks.
That's
terrible.
terrible.
That's why you follow the instructions.
So
People.
that's
Yeah.
you guys,
Don't do more weight than you know you can do.
Which?
Yeah.
Who was
Yeah.
that?
What?
Who was that? Was that?
That's just some
it's
guy.
just some guy.
Calvin.
It's security.
I thought it was
cameras.
Calvin or you. 'Cause
No,
you
it's
said it was-
just security.
You said it was
footage.
behind the scenes of
No,
Blind.
no, no.
No.
Somebody
Okay.
put that in the.
I was making
live.
a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the podcast
I was
suggestions.
making a joke too. I wasn't serious. I didn't really think that was one of us.
I think that was Shane.
I wouldn't do that.
I think
He got really pale.
I was making a joke.
Man, you didn't hear about whenever Shane had to suck his own dick in the gym?
Yeah.
I know we save things for the podcast, but damn, you tell me this shit.
Yeah.
We were all talking about when it sounded like we were underwater
that
in
kind of
another
stuff
room.
freaks me out because when I first watched it, I thought like, oh no, his knees are gonna fucking snap the wrong way or something.
Break his back.
Because that's the worst. It's any time like I can handle watching anything but broken bones for some reason.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Like I can't like
When
even
an
like,
arm is in a
like if
shape
the
that it
video
shouldn't
says
be.
like man snaps ankle. I'm like fuck, I can't do this. I can watch anything else. I can watch cringe. I can watch
I don't like cringe.
terrible
I hate
shit.
cringe.
But I can't watch like
I love
you know,
cringe.
femur broken in half.
Ugh.
You know?
Ah,
Yeah.
no, I
can't
can't,
do
do it either.
Especially when limbs
like,
go like the wrong way and a guy's arm is fucking this way.
yeah,
I can't do it.
yeah.
It
Like,
only
I'm sitting at
bothers.
home, I'm like under the covers, like, "Ah," you know, I
Yeah.
can't do it.
It only bothers me if it's the neck. I was watching when Lita and Trish main evented Raw back in like the WWF days, and Lita comes through the ropes and like lands on the ground,
Yeah.
and like her neck and her whole body
Ugh.
folds the opposite direction that that guy's
fuck.
did. Oh man,
It's
it is
terrible.
tough to watch.
I can't watch the things where like I hate watching the things like people break their bones or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hate watching that kind of stuff.
and it probably makes me sexist, but it's harder to watch a woman
It is.
get hurt
Yeah,
than it is a man.
It definitely is.
Anytime like you see
Oh,
those
yeah,
like
for sure.
fail
Unless
videos
it's a
or-
man getting kicked in the balls,
Then it's hilarious.
then no, it
I
hurts
hate it.
me more.
Oh, well,
Like,
yeah.
Like that is one thing that I'm like, ah.
But like if they deserve it or
like
something.
what?
If they do it to themselves, like those guys with the.
No.
If I seen a
hate-
compilation, like
Yeah.
it depends what it is.
There's
Sometimes
some
it's funny,
guy
sometimes it's-
skateboarding and
sometimes-
grinding on a pole or whatever, and then
Yeah.
skateboard falls out,
Nah.
hits his balls. It hurts
People in
me
the
so
chat
bad.
just keep saying Clone Wars.
I know.
I'm referring to the two guys that were doing handstands with a 2x4 resting in their crotch, and another guy jumps off a football goalpost onto it with his legs like this, so it gets all three of their dicks.
That sounds
with this
ridiculous.
2x4.
They were doing it on purpose.
Oh yeah,
Well,
that's why it's funny. That's what I meant.
It's not
when I
funny.
see like.
It's not funny when they do it on purpose.
I mean, I think it is. They won't have children.
Well,
I don't know. There's this kid who
Weeding
passed
out
out in my bathroom
idiot-
senior in high
idiocy.
school in your room, like you know where we used to use your bathroom. This kid named Bruce. I don't know what the fuck his name was. Passed out of bathroom. I kicked him nuts so hard so many times he's passed out. And then like a giant eagle, like he was with his girlfriend and his kid. I was bringing him up. I'm like, huh. I literally remember thinking for years that he's no way to have kids. He had a kid.
Maybe it's not his.
Like, good point. I think they were.
I don't know.
So I'd like to play a little game.
Nope.
Speaking
Clone
of
Wars.
Clone Wars coming back
Ah.
and
Play a little game.
Disney buying Fox, I'm going to give you some franchises, some
Okay.
Fox franchises, and you pitch me the movie.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Ooh.
Pitch you the movie.
Yep.
Yep.
This is a good idea.
So Avatar.
Which
The
one?
Last Airbender?
No.
Blue people?
The Blue People.
Oh.
I
Thanks.
mean, they're making fucking 4 more, aren't
It's,
they?
it's the most
Yeah, they
successful
are making 4.
movies ever. So
Like, I'm rebooting it?
Yeah.
they're not going to.
There'd be an army wanting to fight an army, a planet full of blue people.
I haven't seen the first one.
That's all I know about the movie. There's animals.
All right.
But
all right.
my
Blue cat people. Sorry.
All right. How about the Alien franchise?
These sound like they'd be easy to sell. There's a big old monsters and there's a lady.
I would like
killing them.
a current day,
Who do you
like
get to replace?
on
Like,
the International Space Station.
who do
Yeah.
you,
That would be interesting.
Oh no.
Dang it, Aaron.
who,
Well, actually-
who do you recast as Sigourney Weaver, though?
You need to watch the movie
Ripley?
live, Calvin, because
Use her
they
again.
basically made Alien
Margot Robbie.
with Ryan Reynolds in the International Space Station. I just watched the first
What's
20
it
minutes
called?
last night. Life.
Okay.
What?
Yeah,
There's like a bunch of actors in it, right?
it does.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
I was
movies do.
wondering what that's called.
Life.
A bunch of actors.
Christina Hendricks.
Pretty good.
Well, I don't know. I only got to watch 20 minutes, and then Evie came home, and she got really interested,
the girl
and she
that
can't
did
watch that movie.
Yeah.
I think I remember hearing it's supposed to be pretty good.
The first 20 minutes were amazing,
Okay.
so I'm looking forward to more of it. I would like to see Aliens on Earth.
Yeah.
I don't think we've had that.
All right. I don't think I
I
understand.
thought 3 was about that.
No, 3
No.
was about a prison.
Yeah, prison.
I don't think I understand this game, Rick. Are we pitching the next movie?
Pitch
or a
your
reboot?
your movie, I guess.
Oh, I would have to think about it a lot more.
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
I think about these things deeply and darkly.
No, I think the trick is.
Shane.
I think the trick is like think about it as least as possible. Just go.
Oh.
Go. What do you want?
So,
Like
so
Fast
Like
Fire.
aliens, like fucking, they get into the gummy bear world,
Okay,
and then you have gummy bear xenomorphs.
good.
There,
I was gonna say
second, thought of
to like make it
Things are better. No,
Teletubbies,
no, it's stupid.
and then
Kind of stole mine.
chest bursters come out. I did kind of steal
No,
your.
gummy bears because chest bursts like they're gummy bears, like you could eat them.
gummy bears
No,
aren't real, Eric.
like-
Those are just candies.
Teletubbies, if chest bursters came out, they'd just be television sets.
I would kind of like to see them do Alien Isolation as a movie.
Yeah,
I never played all of Alien. I started it and never finished
I
it.
started
It's
it,
an
never
interesting
finished
premise.
it too.
Yeah.
I like the whole story thing of it.
Like the whole, it was a cruise ship, wasn't
The
it?
space station.
Cruise,
thing.
Basically.
It's a sign.
Let's try another movie.
All right.
Okay.
Die Hard.
The
No,
next Die
they're
Hard.
perfect. One touch.
Oh dang! I don't know.
All of them? Even 4 and 5?
Live for Your Die Hard is amazing.
No.
You're a fucking idiot.
Nope.
Live Free or Die Hard is not bad. The most recent one is like the worst one. It's still watchable. It's still not
I haven't
bad.
seen the Russian one.
Yeah, the most recent one's one that got bad reviews. Live for Your Die Hard is great.
I would do another team
like it
up
more than 3.
like 3, but I would have it be with Mel Gibson, Riggs from Lethal Weapon.
So wait, you're
Eh,
blending them together?
yep,
Is
crossover.
Lethal Weapon also by 20th Century Fox?
Let me scroll down.
Because if it's by someone else, you
I think that's a good question.
I think it's
what
by
two
Warner
unrelated
Brothers.
things would you have crossover? I like that.
Yeah.
2 unrelated things.
Yeah, like some people were talking about Men in
Star
Black
Wars and Aliens.
Fucking 22
Alright.
Jump Street was going to be a thing.
You know how like M Night Shyamalan,
Yeah.
like aren't a lot of his supposed to be kind of like
Shared universe.
yeah, same thing with Tarantino, right?
Yeah.
Tarantino more so, yeah.
Those
Yeah.
two universes are also the same universe.
same
Oh, there you go.
I would have like a romantic comedy, doesn't matter what one, that takes place in New York,
Okay.
and then Godzilla.
Nice.
Yeah,
You
man.
have the entire movie.
You pitch this every year.
And that's what I'm saying. You have the entire movie all the way until the end, and
Yeah.
then you're just like, you turn around, they run at each other, and then Godzilla steps on them, and that's the end.
Would it be a Godzilla or would it be more like a Cloverfield?
Godzilla.
Okay.
Star Trek and Star Wars.
Specifically Godzilla 98 with Matthew Broderick.
That way you would hate it.
Hey, Star Trek and Star Wars.
So with Die Hard, I feel like you're gonna have to use his son again, and yeah, I mean it would be good. I could see you having like Mel Gibson in there.
Yeah,
and
that'd
like,
be great.
And make you put Murtaugh in there too.
that
Put Danny
kinda
Glover
like-
in there.
You could.
Have
Yeah.
those three and have them with it. I'm too old for this shit going on.
Like those
you
characters.
know, and then yeah,
Because you kind of have
fun.
Expendables that puts like the old action stars together.
Yeah,
Sure.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
We met the son and the daughter again now. Like,
I wouldn't even have Bruce Willis in it. I'd have his son and Creed team up.
I fucking love Creed.
It's
man.
great.
That's
They're
a-
making another one of those too.
Yeah,
The Office.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
like done. They're just editing it.
two good franchises to make.
Like something completely unrelated.
I want Lethal Weapon. I want a new Lethal Weapon. I'll tell you that.
What about Saw and Home Alone?
I feel like they go
Pretty much
together
the
now.
same. Yeah,
The same premise.
one's just a prequel of the other.
Except one's breaking in, the others are escaping. That's the only
Yeah.
difference. It's like people break in and then they can't get out. They gotta solve a puzzle to escape.
Can you imagine Saw, but it's the Wet Bandits?
Oh my gosh, that would be hilarious.
He's cutting his own gun. Oh, funny. Brick. Like Marty. What's his name? Marty?
Marv.
Marv. Yeah.
Marv.
Like the tarantula. This one.
You gotta do the tarantula, man. I want to say that right now.
Oh,
best scream in all of history.
it is.
Yeah.
It's really good.
The Home Alone and the Predator.
So the Predator's like
Love that
slipping on
scream.
marbles and
It's
falling
Arnold-
down the stairs and stuff.
It's old Arnold Schwarzenegger and old Macaulay Culkin joining up.
Yeah,
Oh
to fight
my
the
gosh.
Predator.
Yes. Like, is the Predator also old? So he's like all crotchety and stuff.
No, it's the same. It's just one of the new Predators.
Oh, just-
like that
just the
coming
new
in.
Predator.
They gotta work together, build traps and stuff, trying to catch
Oh
this
my
Predator.
gosh.
He's hunting Arnold.
Turn that shit. Pause it and turn up.
You're good.
You're good.
Just play it. Is Spider real there?
Yeah.
It's real
Yeah.
there, yeah. It's real
Yeah,
everywhere.
It's real. Okay.
Was that really him, or was that like a dub?
No, that was him
that.
screaming. He's a voice actor, so he's got a little bit of range.
That
Oh,
guy is
man.
in Bushwhacked.
Is he?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He's the voice
Bushwhacked.
actor for
Oh,
Dilbert.
Lord.
Police Academy and Die Hard. That's a good one.
Oh, that would be good. If he's like,
What about
I wanna do something
Ghostbusters
to-
and Police Academy?
I'm just trying to think like the most unlikely.
Gone Fishing and Power Rangers
Like-
the movie.
Ninja Turtles and The Office. I'm just trying to think like what's the most unlikely.
planes, trains, automobiles, and snakes on a plane.
Just a lot of snakes all over transportation.
Yeah, there's snakes everywhere.
Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore in Ghost and Ghostbusters.
RoboCop and Ocean's 11.
What?
Fast and the Furious and Transformers.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be
pretty cool.
good.
That would be
That'd
good.
be good,
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I think
yeah.
that'd be sweet. Like, how else do you make Fast and Furious even more amped than what it's been already? Toss in some Transformers.
It's like, oh, but the first half of the movie, like the Fast and Furious crew don't realize that they're driving Transformers.
Maybe,
The
yeah.
Rundown and Young Guns.
And Young Guns. I keep on trying to think of something where it's like you have a movie. Like, could you imagine Ghost, and then you realize he's in the Ghostbusters universe, and he gets caught at
Oh,
the end
yeah.
instead of going to heaven, and they just
Yeah.
put him in a little trap.
They put him in his ghost trap.
Tombstone, Independence Day. Oh, it's Cowboys and Aliens. Never mind.
I would take two directors, Tommy Wiseau and M. Night Shyamalan, make a movie together.
Oh my gosh, no.
No.
How could that be good?
That'd be the
Why?
best.
Why do you
It would be so bad.
You
It'd be the best.
You count Russo as a director?
Yeah.
I mean, does he have one?
He's a star. He's a director.
Two movies.
His
He's
two
an editor.
movies?
He's an editor.
He does have 2 movies, yeah.
All right. What's something else that'd be crazy to have mixed together?
I would do Ninja Turtles and Samurai Cop.
I don't know, Samurai Cop.
It's a bad movie.
What about Ninja Turtles and like G.I. Joe?
No, I don't know. It could
Maybe.
be okay.
What about?
Is he doing-
Ninja Turtles and Batman, like the comic book.
That'd
Yeah,
be cool.
well.
Dude, there's a comic book of Ninja Turtles and the Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. Well, he tended to get it, and I don't.
Like, that'd be crazy.
What about Aliens and Slither?
Who's that?
Agent J!
And Jay's here?
Evil Dead
it's
and Lord of the
Agent
Rings.
J, thank
oh
you
wait,
so much.
that happened in Game of Thrones already.
That's how we do next fucking subject.
All right, Shane. Fine. We won't have fun anymore.
Yeah, had fun. It was good.
Some of the other franchises: Independence Day, Night at the Museum, Planet of the Apes.
E.T. and Men in Black.
There you go. That'd be fun.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Romancing the Stone would be fun.
Don't know what that is.
What is it?
Romancing the Stone.
Yeah, it's got
Is that the language thing?
It's got Michael Douglas. It's like Michael Douglas, Indiana Jones, kind of thing. It's good. It's a lot of fun.
I just remember I know one of the other things I want to talk about.
Yeah.
Which was that there was a Won't You Be My Neighbor. Have you guys heard that? There's a Mr.
The
Rogers
documentary,
Rogers movie.
No, it's a documentary. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the trailer for it last year.
I saw the poster.
I'd heard people talking about it on the radio and stuff like that, and then
You can go and watch it in the theater now.
it just made me
Oh,
think
it's out in
about
theaters now?
I think so.
I didn't
Yeah.
heard it.
It made me think about a lot of the things that are like Like they were talking about him and just all the stuff he did for like television. Like they were gonna shut down like public TV.
Oh yeah, he went in front of Congress.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, because
it
they
was-
were
it was a
gonna
matter of-
cut
it was a matter of
government funding
funding.
to public broadcasting.
Yeah, they wanted to
stations.
pull a Trump,
Yeah.
but this time there was no Mr. Rogers around to stop him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, I mean, yeah, it's they were gonna pull a lot of. I mean, he had a lot of great stuff. There's a really great video about this kid that, this sick kid in a wheelchair, 20 years ago,
Yeah.
20, 25 years ago, and then he's on this award show for Life Achievement Award, and that kid actually comes out as an adult to present it to him, to present the award. It's so
That's
fucking
Wow.
That'd be
amazing.
emotional.
It was very emotional. Yeah,
Yeah,
so.
good guy, good values.
absolutely.
Good dude.
Yeah,
I,
definitely.
they were talking about how he also like during times of like lots of racism and stuff. Apparently, there was like a big thing going on about. I forget when it was airing and stuff like that, but I remember they were talking about
It was like back in the 60s,
Like-
wasn't it?
some issue with like having black people in pools and they were being banned from pools and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And he had a person show up. Actually, I think it was a reoccurring character. Like he had a guy who was a police officer, and he invited him into his pool, and they like his pool was just like they were just soaking their feet. But
It
he's
was
like,
like
"Oh,
a
come here,"
little
and,
kiddie
like,
pool,
soak your
right?
feet and
But
stuff,
sure.
and like he was always like touching on like what was really going on and being like, it's just nice to be able to be friends with each other, and
Yeah.
like it's just crazy like the things that he did and stuff like that, and, like just the conversations they had. I just thought it was really
Yeah, they tackled very,
like he
politically sensitive.
Yeah, like that, and
topics
turning
and stuff like
Congress
that.
from being like we're going to shut down public broadcasting to we're going to give you $20 million to give your show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, the senator that he was talking to in the little thing that he talked to, like he was talking about all these things that he does for kids and stuff, and he actually like started crying a little bit.
Yeah.
Like he choked up.
Oh yeah.
So
I mean, there's a million stories about Mr. Rogers, like, going up to, like, he's like on the street. Someone comes to him, oh my gosh, my kid watches you every single day. He's like, what's his name? He's like, oh, it's this. He's like, do you have an address? They go, yeah. So he sends him a Christmas card, and he did it the
Yeah.
rest of his life.
yeah.
Like every Christmas, he sent like thousands of children, and people, adults,
Yeah.
Christmas cards.
Well, there was a
What's-
kid who was in a children's hospital for a good bit of his younger life, and his doctor was like, "Do you like Mr. Rogers?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, I do. He's awesome."
Yeah.
And the doctor came back like the next week and was like, "Oh, here," and he gave him. It was a signed, autographed picture of Mr. Rogers, and on the back, Mr. Rogers had also written, "Be sure to thank Doctor whatever his name was for getting this for you." Like that was just. It wasn't just like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this for a kid. I'm gonna make sure he knows to also thank the
Yeah.
person that gave it to him." It's just a lot of.
There's also a story where a blind girl, like a little blind girl, wrote a letter into Mr. Rogers saying, I love your show, I watch it every day, but I'm blind. I need to know, do you feed your, you say you have fish, do you feed your fish? Like, it was an innocent child question. So from that moment on until the end of the show, he always said, and I'm feeding the fish, when he would feed the fish.
Yeah.
Really?
Like, he had to make sure, like, well, she can't see me, so I need to make sure I say, and I'm feeding the fish. And he did it for every episode since.
Interesting story. I never said this because I just never thought anyone around here watched it. I don't know. My brother and dad went to his church when he was preaching.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's a Presbyterian preacher, which that's what my dad is. And this is, I guess, before he's on TV.
I believe he's a Marine.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
From what I understood, one of the reasons
my
he-
dad always told me, I shook his hand,
Yeah.
growing up watching him.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm like, that's pretty damn cool.
One of the things I've heard before was that the reason he always wore the long sleeve shirts because he had tattoos down his arms from being a
Right.
Marine.
Yeah.
And he didn't want to have those. He wanted to look like he does in the show.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to have tattoos down his arms. So
He met Coco the gorilla, who had just recently passed away. Remember Coco?
Yeah.
And Coco had watched him a lot. And the first thing she did when she saw him was take his shoes off, because that's what he does in the show. He takes his shoes off and puts his slippers on. She saw him. She's like, you got to take these off. You're here.
Yeah.
It was great.
That's
funny.
awesome.
I like
Yeah.
that.
And that's some feel
the
goodery
same
that I actually
kind of
like
thing
to
as
watch.
like Robin Williams
Normally, I hate feel goodery.
with Coco.
We, man, I can't stop thinking about fucking Clone Wars. I'm so excited.
Excited to see that trailer.
Yeah. Well, the trailer, but just it in general. Like, because, people
prospect
have
of
just
it.
been speculating about it for so long. And if it was going to happen, I mean, when it's canceled,
How many years has it been?
I mean, it got canceled when Disney bought,
Okay.
Lucasfilm,
How many
and they
seasons?
decided to do Rebels. Which was a great show, but they kind of they were putting a kibosh on all things prequel era. And I mean, Clone Wars is smack dab in the middle of 2 and 3. So anyway, it was
about 5
It was
years.
a big bummer whenever it stopped. But then you were like, and they're going to keep going. They're making a new show, and they carried a lot of the characters over to the new show and told some stories. And there's how many years between Clone Wars and Rebels is there? 10 years. But we never really got like a true ending for Clone Wars, which is what I want.
Yeah, well, we had like 15 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, it's
15
probably
years.
more than 10. I think 13ish maybe.
13, 15.
And I mean,
something
Clone
like
Wars is responsible for carrying over the tide from the prequel movies to the sequels,
that. Raise a new generation of fans, for one thing.
I mean, like, it was one of those things where it's like, oh man, it sucks that it's gone, but Disney just bought Lucasfilm and they're making new Star Wars movies. So
Yeah.
you're like, I guess I can sacrifice my baby for it,
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Interesting. Have they said like if it's going to be on their own channel or
Like they're streaming.
their
They
streaming
said that
service?
it's going to be on their streaming service, direct-to-video streaming service or something
Gotcha.
like that.
Well, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean,
Everything going forward is going to
Yeah.
be on there pretty
Well,
much, right?
The new series is gonna be on that, right?
I believe I don't know
The
exactly.
Resistance or whatever.
I don't know if it's.
I think
probably
it
also
is
gonna be on
supposed to
television.
be
I don't know.
on their streaming service.
But I
I'm,
mean,
not,
they-
I'm not sure if it's exclusive.
Yeah.
But
Whenever they did season 6, the Lost Missions, they just had these banked. They just never got aired, and they ended up doing a deal with Netflix exclusively. So you could watch those on Netflix, and that was
they're
some
great.
very interesting episodes dealing with like Order 66.
Spirituality and stuff like that.
I mean, some of the most mystical things to ever happen in Star Wars
happened in the Clone Wars.
happened in the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Stuff that you wouldn't even like, just stuff like George. Like I always wanted to do this.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't do it in a movie because it'd be too over the
Yeah.
head.
Yeah,
You know what I
and
mean?
they also spend more time with the clones, which in the movies you don't really get to know. There's just these clones, there's just people,
Sure.
But you
Yeah.
get much more time, and like some of my favorite characters are some of these clones,
Yeah.
from the
For
Clone
sure.
Wars.
Probably one
Yeah.
of my favorite episodes from the little bit that I've seen from Clone Wars was entirely clones.
Probably rookies.
Yeah.
Rookies was great, and then they basically carry on. They have They have like a 3-episode arc on those kind of things.
They had several.
Or they do
arcs
like
about, here's a story about this character, here's a story about these characters, and there'd be an arc of like here's what they're doing in this segment here,
and most importantly, you get to see the relationship of Obi-Wan and Anakin like his really sensible downfall from the beginning, from episode 2 all the way to 3. When you watch the Clone Wars, it makes so much more sense. His relationship with Padme, you get to see so much more of it.
Yeah.
And just because in my head I always filled in with the books that kind of makes sense of like the quickness of his fall in episode 3.
Yeah,
But now we have these show that makes
you miss
more
a good
sense.
bit. You miss a good bit in just the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because you missed 3 years of what the war did to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and this you see it, and it's like, frankly, it might be better than. It's like lots of it is better than the movies. It's so good,
yeah.
Can't recommend it enough.
I mean, there's some episodes that I even know Shane's like, oh, they were all right. They're
Yeah,
they're not my favorite
sometimes you'll have
episodes.
that in like
But
a show.
the whole series, the series as a whole, is just
Yeah.
great and
I mean,
Yeah.
it is directed towards kids, and especially in the beginning.
Yeah.
I mean, it's certainly the kids grow up with the show as it goes, but as long as you go into it knowing like this is a Star Wars all ages thing, you're not going to be getting.
I know when I was trying to get Anthony to watch it, I'm
Yeah.
like, he's like, man, I watched like the first season or 2, and he's like, it's just kidding.
Yeah.
Like it matures with their
But
audience.
some of the
Yeah.
darkest
Kinda
things
like
to
Avatar,
ever happen
too.
in
Are
Star
darker than the
Wars
movies.
are in the
Yeah,
movies,
for sure. Yeah.
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 Pretty dark stuff.
Like,
in the
Asajj
movies.
Ventress was pretty, like,
Well, even stuff that
Ruthless
Anakin
in that.
does, like he just
Yeah.
stabs people in the back. You see their lightsaber go through. He's like, "What? He was going to shoot you."
yeah.
Like I'm like, man, you just killed that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just yeah.
It's also the first time anybody other than John Williams did music for Star Wars. In
And
an
he ended up
official
doing a good
capacity
job.
like that. Yeah.
Well, and just like you get to see like original trilogy characters that are great, and you get to see some moments.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, well, they did this original trilogy, and it's like, okay, well, they came up with the idea to do that here.
Yeah.
Or Anakin will do something that Vader does later, and it's like, oh my god, maybe he thought of it then, did it later. It's so fucking cool. Like,
Like the like, they even like would do just some archetype episodes. Like this is the Seven Samurai episode.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is the Godzilla episode.
Literally Godzilla. This is
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
these
It's
are
really
zombies. Like
It's a very fun series, and they tie in pop culture kind of things, but in a Star Wars
Yeah.
aspect to it. you
yeah,
know?
like this is zombies in space, Godzilla in space.
You can
Sounds
see Black
pretty
Sun,
silly.
the entire hut.
You may
the
say
Hut
that,
clan.
but it's not.
Well, I mean,
Some of those are done really well. Like some of them may be
the
done kinda
Godzilla
silly.
thing. It's like
Godzilla. I mean, the Godzilla
That's
thing is
okay.
just Godzilla thing.
It's a Zilla
Yeah,
The
beast.
Seven
It's
Samurai
called
kind of
the
idea
Zilla-
is really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
There's so many things they do. It's just done really well.
yeah.
It's kind of like Scooby-Doo teaming up with like, you know,
Not at all.
wrestlers.
Nothing
or-
like that.
No, they take the
Completely
Seven
different than
Samurai
that.
story and they adapted it. Go, these are Anakin and Obi-Wan helping these farmers on
Yeah.
this planet.
Sure.
There's a war going on in the galaxy, and this planet, these guys won't be involved.
And I mean,
yeah.
But I should say,
Star Wars was heavily inspired by Akira Kurosawa's work
Absolutely.
anyway.
Of course.
yeah, I should say, like, not everybody likes it. I mean, a lot of people that I've talked to, Star Wars fans, liked it, but there's a lot of Star Wars fans I know that don't like it too. So.
I mean, Antoine fell off.
Well, no, that was
No,
Rebels.
he fell off of
Oh, that
Rebels,
was Rebels.
Yeah, and that was actually, and it's funny, 'cause
which
that's-
is silly.
well, he fell off after the stuff that I love, like my most favorite stuff. After that occurred, that's when he fell off.
Which would you say is better, Rebels or Clone Wars?
It's hard because they
I'll say what Sam Wilbur said: Clone Wars. You know? But it's
Like, if I could only watch one, which one would you say I needed to watch?
watch Clone Wars.
Clone Wars because it came first.
No, I would say watch Clone Wars because I guarantee you're gonna like it enough that you're gonna want to watch Rebels after.
But if he could only watch one,
Clone Wars.
Well, Clone Wars because
Okay.
it enlightens the prequels.
Because then he will watch
and
Rebels.
it enlightens the original.
no, he
trilogy.
can't.
No,
because he
it
just
will.
watched.
Clone
he just
Wars,
watched
let's
Clone
say
Wars.
Wilbur
He
said
can't.
Clone Wars is made by a guy who just is sick of Star Wars, so he's seeking out other ways to tell stories and different, like. I think what Rebels wanted to do is they wanted to recapture that original trilogy feel. Mm-hmm. And George was sick of all of it. He wanted to do new things, and he did new things, went to new places and new environments.
I mean, I definitely will say Clone Wars. However, Rebels has one episode /
It's better than anything I've ever
It's
seen.
better than any Star Wars.
I mean, like, save for that Rogue One scene at the end, there's something that happens that's better than anything.
Yeah.
A thing that I
Better
like,
than movies, better than Clone Wars. It's in Rebels.
a thing
So
that
it's
I really like about Rebels that Clone Wars doesn't have is that with Rebels you have a whole new cast from Episode 1, where
Yeah.
there seems to be stakes.
Well,
with
there's
the
stakes 'cause these characters
at any
can
point
die.
because you don't know these characters.
Sure.
Whereas in Clone Wars you have Obi-Wan, you have Anakin,
Right.
you have Padme, 3PO. You have these characters that you're like, well, I see these in Episode 3, or
Yeah.
I know these people from Episode 4. So you're not worried about those characters.
That's true.
But that's what I love about Rebels, that any character, like, you never know what's going to happen with a character because you don't know these characters.
But also, coming back from the dead is something that happens in the Star Wars universe. Correct?
Not
If
really.
not if they were dead. No.
Oh,
No. Usually if
okay.
they're dead, they're dead.
I mean, they can survive in the Force, but I mean, it's
Right.
like-
Yeah, it's like a Force
Yeah.
ghost.
yeah, but when someone's really dead, they're dead.
Okay.
There's people who run the brink of death, like Anakin, like the Apprentice
Sure.
from Starkiller, stuff like that.
I thought Palpatine came back.
In the EU, he does.
Okay.
In
As a
EU,
clone.
he had like a...
He comes back as a clone,
There was like clone robot things going on and stuff,
Got
which
it.
was just kind of weird.
which George actually loved, which is weird.
There's like a magic
Gave
of
the
like...
novel to everyone. Said, "If I'm going to make more Star Wars, it's going to be these."
There was a magic like putting his consciousness into like other clones of him, but then the clones didn't last very long. But it was a matter of moving his consciousness before he died, and
Yeah.
then like once he's dead, though he's dead.
Yeah, but I mean, you and Calvin going through that Clone Wars, I'd fucking
Great.
start killing people.
Why?
I don't know.
That sounds bad. That sounds like we shouldn't do
We
it.
should never.
We should never watch Clone Wars now. You've ruined this for him.
Oh, that's why my screen went dark shade. Thank you.
Because of my skin. Rick, is that why?
Do you want to go through questions and readouts and that
Yeah.
kind of stuff then? And
Sure.
get close to the end of this, and then we can go and watch that before
Yeah,
5.
yeah.
You guys
That'll
leave
be
us
good.
sit right here and do it, so we want to tear down.
No, we can do it over there.
No, let's do it over there.
Take 2
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah,
2 minutes too long, Rick.
tear down.
Nope. Whatever it's long. Just gotta help.
And I'm over
Can't just
here.
walk over there.
Why are we started?
All right, let's see.
Oh yeah, and thank you for the food. Well, we just ate
Aramaic.
just before the Twitch
Yes.
podcast. So-
I said thank you already.
I
I'll say it
need.
again.
I will eat some here in a minute.
Yeah.
I needed to let stuff.
yeah.
Aaron's like, I want to look better. I'm talking about my body. He's the first one to suggested going out to eat and go to Star of India.
No, that was Eric that suggested that first.
I did.
It's true.
Oh, I knew that.
Should've
Aaron-
known.
And I knew Aaron would take it.
And I jumped on. Oh, damn, I love Star of
Yeah.
India. And then he's like, is the buffet going? I was like, no? Yeah, maybe it is.
It was.
It was.
It was.
It was.
The Frenzy resubscribed for 12 months.
Frenzy!
Thank you, Frenzy. 1 year.
Yeah.
Thank you.
A lot of people are hitting that mark, and we really appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Aramaic at the 3rd level of subscriptions for 10 months.
Tier 3.
Dang.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Aramaic.
Aramaic.
2 more months for a full year. Where does the time go? Where does it indeed? Top Screen, 100 bits.
Thank you, Top Screen.
Thank you, top screen.
And Don Eba has resubscribed for 10 months.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bojangles, 100 bits.
Bojangles.
And he commented about the drunk pizza story.
Oh, yeah.
Aramaic, 200 bits. Can't wait to see Shane and Aaron's workout videos. Read that one earlier. Stressly89 subscribed for the first time.
Thank you, Stressley.
Mickle subscribed for the first time, and in chat said it's his first time subscribing on Twitch anywhere.
Ooh,
thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We are honored.
What an honor.
Appreciate
First
that. Bojangles, 175 bits. I must have that lead Aramaic, and the feud continued from there.
The Great Bit War.
Where we had
boy.
Aramaic do 200, Bojangles come back with 100, Aramaic come back with 100, saying this is my last hurrah. And Bojangles coming back with 35 and sniping him.
Clayton.
Steph Pumpkin, every time I watch your podcast with my son, he falls asleep. Thanks for making it so easy for me.
You're welcome.
And
Glad we
100
can make
bits
him
as
fall
well.
asleep.
Catch up on that nap time.
100 bits again from Steph. Calvin, I'm sorry about your loss, but she lives in your memories and your heart.
Yep.
Pro-
Tarzan shit right there.
And I know she's real.
I'll say the Lion King.
She's
you.
irreplaceable.
It's like Wrath of Khan.
Huh?
Like Wrath of Khan, or Seinfeld's
Oh,
reference
for
to Wrath of
some
Khan.
reason-
I don't have a reference.
For some reason, when you said Wrath of Khan, I thought you were talking about the convention, not the movie.
No.
Wrath of Khan.
Pro
We put that
reviews.
together. That's kind of funny.
Oh.
Pro reviews for 13 months.
Oh, thank you.
Pro
Thank you, bro.
reviews.
I would have wanted to find you guys even earlier. On to 24 months, I shall go, he says.
Thank you.
Thank you, bro.
Bojangles, 190 bits. Great show, guys. You deserve all this success.
Thank you.
Tig24 has subscribed for the first time.
Thank you.
Dig.
Shania Twain, 100 bits. Yeah, but will you guys be my friends?
Yes, you will. Thank you.
Yes.
Be your neighbors.
Echo Dolly, 100 bits. Just a short visit. Just a short visit. I have to dash again. Stay classy.
Thank you, Echo.
Echo.
Thank you.
C. Kimbrel, 2, has resubscribed for 7 months.
Thank you.
Madge Brat, 50 bits. Eric, it was funny.
Thank you,
Nickel,
Madge.
100 bits. Still funny. Hashtag Eric. And Tig, 100 bits. All the content from the podcast, game streams, reaction, game night, my personal favorite tabletop RPG are very entertaining. Keep up the amazing work.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. That's
Very
encouraging.
much. It's great praise.
Because sometimes we're like, I think there's this feeling like, well, let's do our work and then we'll do the original content for fun. But it's nice when people say, well, this is my favorite.
Yeah.
So thank you.
It's nice to know that
Yeah.
they like the original
Like
content.
so many people said, like, hey, cooking is like my favorite today in mailbag in the letters. So that felt good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
because sometimes those get pushed aside because like, oh, we gotta do the
We gotta
reactions.
do the fucking the show.
We can't.
Yeah.
We can't skip those.
And let me find the redemptions, which I can't find. Ah, yes, of course. It's been a week since I've done it. We have 2 slaps today.
No.
From the first one, the Scottish Michael, Rick slap Aaron hard
No.
for the diss of Epic Space, the Final Frontier lines in the Melron reaction. My hand's all sweaty too, so it's gonna slide off.
No.
Oh,
What
man.
did you diss?
Well. Fuck. Star Trek.
Man, that was like a punch.
It was. He, used the heel of his hand.
So that one is redeemed.
I don't know.
And he was asking about on Tuesday during my Witcher stream. He's like, if I redeem a slap for Aaron now, will it still be there for come podcast time? So he's been thinking about this slap.
Yeah.
Well, was it on your Witcher on like
on Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Yeah.
That would have aired on Friday too.
And another one from Madge Brat. Eric, slap Shane for telling daughter she can have water tomorrow during the sumo run.
Oh, I wasn't even there for that.
Parenting by Shane Farley.
Let me chew my food. Let him chew his food.
Yeah.
Chokes to death.
He just chews for
like
it.
It's gonna go everywhere. I'm telling you.
Takes another bite.
The only rule that Eric will honor. A slap bet.
Finish your food.
You want your glasses on?
I mean,
Take them off just in case.
Trying to look into their soul.
Fred Frog also just subscribed for 13
Fred
months in
Frog,
a row.
thank you.
Holy shit! Thank you, Fred Frog.
So that is
For a
awesome.
year.
Thanks so much, guys. We are going to go, well, some of them are going to go and react to the new trailer for Clone Wars. So be sure to keep an eye out for that.
Hopefully you guys saw that long before you saw this if you're watching on YouTube.
Yes, don't forget to catch this live Thursdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at
they know,
twitch.tv/blindwave.
Tomorrow we're gonna have our game stream, right? We're gonna be doing that, and then
Mario Tennis.
and then Monday is gonna be my first Pokemon Go stream at 6 p.m.
It's gonna be awesome.
So-
Yep, make sure to
And
check it out.
we should be getting into some Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts tomorrow.
Yes.
Or Mario Tennis.
No, Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. We're gonna have people build and other people race different types of vehicles.
Yep, should be a lot of fun. So hope to see you then. Bye, guys.
Bye.